Hello and welcome to this squad builder video. In honor of Vincent Kompany announcing his retirement, I thought it would be nice to make a squad of one of the teams that he played in. Obviously, the most notable one would be Man City, and the most notable Man City squad would be the first squad to win the Premier League, which was in 2012. So I'm going to be going through the team that specifically won the league against QPR on that day. Aguero. Some of them aren't in FIFA, and I'll say which, but others are and are low rated or whatever, are doing their own thing. And I'm gonna go through the team, and I think you understand the format. Starting off in goal, we have Joe Hart, who most recently has made a kind of big transfer to Tottenham Hotspur, which is pretty good for him. He's probably going to be the backup keeper, but that's not a bad move, I would say. He made 266 appearances for Man City in his time there. Since then, he's gone on loan to Torino, West Ham, played for Burnley, and now Tottenham. So you'd say City was really his height, but definitely a good career from him. Next up is Gael Clichy, currently at Istanbul Başakşehir and has been there since he left Man City in 2017. He's played 86 appearances for Istanbul. He played 138 for Man City and is one of many Man City players who came from Arsenal. Before he went to Arsenal, 187 appearances there. 89 rated here. I think that's probably a flashback card. Next is the man himself, Vincent Kompany. Certainly a legend of both the Premier League and Man City. Only made 15 appearances for Anderlecht. I'm getting this from Wikipedia, by the way, so I'm pretty sure that's listed league appearances. I might be wrong, so yeah. 15 appearances it shows, and now he's going off to manage them. He played 265 times for Man City, in whatever that number means, scoring 18, and I think, weirdly enough, most of those goals were probably winners in some way. He had a tendency of scoring in big games. The player who played alongside Kompany in that game is not in FIFA. That is Lescott. He retired in 2017 after playing apparently 2 games for Sunderland. He also played in Athens for a short period of time, and Aston Villa. The other player, because if there isn't a player on the starting lineup, I was planning on putting in someone who was on the bench. The player who was on the bench is also a player that played for Aston Villa in Mika Richards, who I think everyone knows now as the Sky Sports pundit who laughs a lot, and I absolutely love him. I do have to put someone here though, so I'm going to go with Kolarov, who has had a great season at Roma. He was on the bench for this game, has just secured a move to Inter Milan, so I'd say he's doing pretty well for himself. At right back, it is Zabaleta. He actually scored in this game, one of 9 goals apparently in 230 appearances for Man City. I was going to say, currently plays for West Ham. He's played 72 games for them since 2017. But I've just found out that he must have been released. He's a free agent. I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to retire, but I'll definitely keep an eye out to see if he joins anyone. 35 years old, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he does retire at the end of this season. On the left, we'll put in Samir Nasri. Got good company in this team because he's got a former Arsenal friend, and he also has a current Anderlecht friend. He joined Anderlecht in 2019 as part of Kompany's project. I'm pretty sure he no longer... Yeah, it says here he's currently a free agent. Another player who I wouldn't be surprised if he retires. He's 33. He's played for Alanyaspor, Sevilla, West Ham and Anderlecht since he left City, but combined, he's probably not even played 40 games. Centre mid was Yaya Toure. Not in FIFA yet. I imagine he should be eventually. He's surely got to get an icon card one day. The player who would have replaced him is Nigel de Jong, who's not in FIFA and hasn't been since he played for Galatasaray, I imagine. He is still playing football at the age of 35, but he's currently playing in Qatar. So yeah, he's probably not going to be in FIFA anytime soon. So I guess I'm just going to shove in Balotelli in this spot. He came on in the QPR game, got an assist. I'm pretty sure that assist was the only assist he ever got for Man City. I think I've seen that stat somewhere. So a big part in, the Aguero moment. A player who probably had his height when he was at Man City. He went to Milan, came back to England and playing for Liverpool for a bit, which didn't go well. Went back to Milan, was playing in France for a little bit, went to Marseille. That's where he took that infamous selfie. And then he went back to his home club, Brescia, who I swore he got released or something. I swear, currently on Wikipedia it says he's still there, but I swear he got released and he tried to turn up to training and they weren't allowing him in or something. He definitely has had a checkered history. I don't even have to say it. He's been in so many controversial moments. A player who definitely never reached maybe his height. He definitely maybe could have been better. He's only 30 now. When you think, like Lewandowski, Messi, Ronaldo, some of the best strikers in the world are at least 32, the lot of them. One tears up German and Champions League football. One is in the same league that he's in, and one is still tearing up Spanish football. There's no excuse for the age. He could have been better. Moving on, though, is Gareth Barry. Played 132 times for Man City. I think it's well known that he has the all-time appearance record in the Premier League. Played for Everton for a bit, 99 whilst he was officially at Everton, 32 whilst he was on loan. And then he went to West Brom, where I believe he was there when they got relegated. Well, they've just come up, and you almost expected him to keep adding to that Premier League record, but he's chosen to retire, which is fair enough to him. Certainly a distinguished career. I'm not sure you'd call him a legend, even though he's got that appearance record, but he's definitely, a Premier League great, I guess. On the right, you'd have to say he's probably one of the most successful players in the team. It's James Milner, who has the most recent success of any of the players. I guess I don't know about some of them because they're playing abroad, but he's just won the Premier League, he's won the Champions League recently, he's won the Club World Cup, he's won everything that he can win. Up front, we have Carlos Tevez, another player who causes a lot of controversy, of course. Actually, a lot of controversy now that I'm thinking about it. His move to West Ham was shrouded in all sorts of business stuff, and then he goes to United on loan or something. I never understand what actually happened here. And then he goes to City, and then obviously that's controversy because Man United to City, and you get called all sorts. And then he goes to Juventus, Boca Juniors. Seems like you're retiring. And then he goes to Shanghai, causes his third controversial moment where he becomes, I'm pretty sure at the time he was the highest earning footballer in the world. And no one was happy really about the whole China money thing, where they were, I guess, when it comes to players like Tevez, it's okay, he's an aging star player. There's no difference to when players used to go to America. But the fact that they were getting some young players as well, and some good players like Oscar, people weren't happy. But now he has gone back to Boca Juniors and he's still playing, 95 rated. I imagine that's a flashback or a CONMEBOL thing. I don't know. I don't play foot really. And lastly, of course, we have the man himself, Aguero. I'm not doing it. The only player still at Man City, I imagine not for too long, maybe 1 or 2 more years, has played 263, scoring 180. I'm pretty sure he's their all-time top goal scorer now, and holds all sorts of records for them. I swear, like every other day you see him break another one. A player who, honestly, probably could have been better, weirdly enough. He'll be a legend for sure, but he could have been better. I feel like he's been injured for the last... he gets injured a lot, and that's definitely not great for him. He would have so many more goals if that wasn't the case. The only reason why I even take note of that is because he's always in my fantasy team, and he always gets injured, so I have to take him out. And I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm straight up an idiot. Milner didn't start that game, and I know there's probably tons of people who are really annoyed at me right now because there's another player. How did I think? He's literally look. All right. I don't know how this happened because look, he's in here. So yeah, sorry, Milner didn't start. It was David Silva. David Silva just left. I believe I was gonna say he went to Qatar because that was what was gonna happen for a bit. It was what people believed. Then he was gonna go to Lazio, and then last minute he signed for Real Sociedad. A crazy good player, certainly a legend, a player who, even this season, I've watched him a couple times, and oh my days, it's some of the things he does, it's crazy. I don't know why he even needs to leave, and I was kind of annoyed at the prospect of him even going to Qatar because I still think he could compete for things like large European competitions. I guess he probably won't. I don't know where Real Sociedad are and what European competitions they're in, but he thinks it's a good move. He's going back to Spain. I'm sure that's a big factor in it, and definitely a legend. 309 league games, at least, probably more than 309 appearances for City. Again, I'm on Wikipedia. It says 309. That's probably not the true number, and he's now playing for Real Sociedad. But that is the end of it. That's the team. I'm sorry, David Silva. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's the team. This is not the end of it, though, because I am going to play with this team in. I'm going to play with this team in Champions League. I'm going to see how well I can do. I'm probably going to have these players in the starting lineup to begin with. Try be true to it. Not Balotelli and not Kolarov. But I'll fill up the bench and reserves with all the other players that played for him at the time, such as Dzeko, who is another really big player who I didn't mention in this because, actually, one I mentioned him. Edin Dzeko is still playing, so here he is, also at Roma, like Kolarov, although Kolarov has just left to go to Inter Milan. And that is, I believe, everyone in FIFA who was in that squad that day. I believe there's more, obviously, that were in the team, but in that squad, that should be it, unless Pantamilion is in FIFA. I'm pretty sure he's gone to a Romanian club. Oh yeah, here he is, at Nottingham Forest. Pantamilion was the bench keeper, but then that's it. The bench was Mika Richards and Nigel de Jong. That's the only players we're missing off. The rest are there. But there are quite a few other players in that squad that are quite interesting. Some of them who are pretty good today, actually. So if you want to see those players, you should probably watch me do the Champions League thing. I just want to play with these players, give them a try. I like doing that. I don't know. So it's worth mentioning, in that team, only 4 have retired. That would be Company, Barry, Mika Richards, and Les Scott, who started instead of Dzeko. Not Dzeko, that's Kolarov. Jesus. And as for most successful, I guess you'd have to say Milner or Aguero or Silva, because they've all gone on to do quite big things. I think you'd have to say Milner because of the Champions League. Oh no, that's a debate for yourselves. Put it in the comments. Who do you think in this starting 11 and bench was the most successful player? That has been Man City's squad from the QPR game. Thank you for watching.